If you're waiting to feel confident, you've already lost it. Because confidence is not really something you're born with. Confidence is something that you grow, that you develop, that you build over time. And something confidence is something that becomes part of you because you've been able to like build this and attract it. And in today's podcast, we're going to be talking about how you can build confidence, how you can be able to get to the point where confidence becomes a second nature. Hello, guys, welcome back to Unlearning Us podcast, where we talk about how our childhood experiences form who we have become as adults and how we are choosing to navigate life the better way as young people. My name is Janet Ugochukwu, and I remain your humble host. And this is not just a motivational post or a motivational content or video, but I'm talking about real practical and actionable steps on how you can find your way around being confident, the nature of confidence, and how you too can build confidence. If you're someone who's struggling to build confidence, or if you're someone who's still confused about the topic of confidence and how to find your way around it, then this video is going to be very helpful for you. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so they can continue to see these kind of videos, and you also get notified every single time that we drop a video. And second thing I want you to do is kindly like this video. It shows that this video was actually helpful, and it also encourages me to continue to show up. And you can also share this video to someone else who you believe that this video would be of help to, maybe a friend, a colleague, or a young person who you believe needs to hear this. And yeah, if you can't watch the end of the video, so do it to save the video for later. Grab your headphones, grab your pen, your jotter. Let us dive into the classroom. So I broke this down into what I call the four C's of confidence: the clarity, discipline, competence, and consistency. And I want you to take notes, although I'm going to be breaking it down so you don't have to like bother cramming now. So here's one thing that we hear people talk about a lot. You hear people say things like, just be confident, just walk into the room. But most of the time, a lot of us still struggle to have that because we feel like confidence is something that most people are born with, and maybe because I'm not born with it, that's why I feel less confident about myself. But here's the reality: confidence is not really a trait. Confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is a skill. It's a skill that you build. And the truth is, like, some of us, we are born shy. Like, I was a shy person, and being shy doesn't mean that you can't be confident in yourself. Being shy doesn't mean that you are less privileged. Being shy is understanding that's your nature and still not allowing that nature to stand in your way, right? So whether you were born shy and all of this stuff, confidence is not something that nobody is not born with or someone is born with. Confidence is something that you actually build. So whether you were born shy or introverted, then you can actually build confidence, because I've seen people walk into rooms, handle mics, like do crazy things, amazing things, and you begin to wonder if these people have magic, if these people were just privileged than yourself, and maybe you're not that privileged and you have to work harder and all of those stuff. So the first thing we're going to be looking at here is the first C here, which is the C of competence. The truth is, you can't be confident on around things that you don't have knowledge or idea in, right? I used to really have this issue of being the person that always finds out second, right? I'm always the one who is hearing it from another person's mouth, like, and it's really made me to have this low self confidence because you can't be able to contribute to certain conversations. Why? Because you are not knowledgeable enough. When I started debating, I used to struggle with that a lot because I enter into rooms and they are speaking so well, and you're wondering, how did these people know this thing? Like, you can't even argue with these people. So even when these people are saying something wrong, you don't even know how to question it because you don't know it enough, and you end up feeling lower in that kind of situations and lesser about yourself in that kind of situation. So one thing I recommend is be competent. Whether it's a skill, whether it's around a particular idea or around a particular niche or around anything that you want to, that people know you for, or that's something that you suck at, you have to first build competence in that particular area. There are a lot of books that you can read that are peculiar to you. Now, for someone who is still a student and you are trying to like build your confidence, I recommend you get good at studying. Like, be so good in your academics that when people are having conversation around it, you're not going to feel like you can't make meaningful contributions to it. But because you have knowledge in that particular area, it's easier for you to make meaningful contributions that actually make sense and make you think. When you become competent in a particular area, confidence begin to show up. Remember when I wanted to work so hard on my confidence while I was still in school? I was in 100 level at the time. So when I started studying hard, like I started studying so well that imagine walking to the classroom and the lecturer is asking a question and you can easily raise your hand up and answer that question. It makes you feel like your like confidence begin to show up because you know what you're going to say and you know that you will not flop because you are very very sure and you are very sure that you're accurate in that particular area, and confidence naturally begin to show up. So I recommend you get competent at that particular thing first. The second thing here is clarity. Like this one thing that most people overlook a lot of times, right? You cannot be confident if you are still confused about what you want. Like you have to be clear about what you want. What do you want to make out of this space? What do you want to make out of this area? Because I knew that I wanted to graduate with excellent grades, like I wasn't confused. I wasn't trying to follow every trend that every trend that popped up and all of those stuffs, right? Have clarity, have a clear picture of what you want to make out of this place, right? You want to achieve from a particular space, what you want to achieve in a particular area. So that way it's easier for you to not be easily distracted. And then when you have clear picture of what you want to make out of a space, it's easier for you not to feel left out or feel like you are missing out or feel like some persons have it better than you, or that you are behind time, that you are behind schedule or all of those stuff, right? Because you have a clear picture of what you want, and anything that does not look like it does not trigger you, or does not make you feel like you're being left out or that you're missing out or that you have to work harder more or that you all of those stuff, right? You can ask yourself these three questions. First, what do I want to build? Like what do you want to be? Then the second thing is, what impact do you want to make? Like how do you want people to feel when they hear your name? Like what do you want to leave in the sense of time, right? The third thing to do is, where do you see yourself in a couple of years to come? If you see yourself on stage speaking to a large group of people, you already know that you are supposed to start working towards this particular area. So when people are walking behind the scenes, it doesn't like freak you and you don't feel like you're being left out because you are not competing with them, right? And you don't have anything. So the people that you're supposed to be focusing your energy on and like your eyes on are people that are doing similar things to what you want to do, right? So you have to have a clear picture on what you want, like a clear picture on the path that you want to walk. The third thing here is discipline. Like this is like has been a game changer for me. And discipline is something that separates people from people that talk, from people that actually are intentional in building it, right? Most people want to build confidence, but not everybody is willing but not everybody is willing to intentionally do what is required of them to actually build that confidence, right? So you have to be disciplined enough to starve those distractions. You have to be disciplined enough to keep to certain things. Like when you promise yourself that you want to do certain things, or maybe when you promise yourself that you want to read a book, 2 chapters every day, you have to be disciplined enough to sit yourself down and read those books. Like even when every there are a lot of distractions, when you are craving to go and see a movie, or you are craving to just step out and have fun, but because you made a decision that you want to actually beat and reach this goal, you have to discipline yourself. Like you have to separate yourself from a lot of noises out there, and you have to be ready. When you discipline yourself to do certain things and you're not able to meet that target, discipline yourself to carry it over and do it. Like be the first person because the moment you take yourself serious, other people will begin to take you serious. The moment you respect yourself and your time, people will begin to respect you and respect your time. People will not take you for granted. But when you don't respect your time, you don't respect yourself, you don't do things that you've promised yourself that you're going to do, people will begin to treat you that way because it's like a law of nature. People will not take you serious unless you take yourself serious. So people will begin to like take you serious the moment you begin to do certain things that you said you would. So when you are now correcting people, they will just listen. Like they can't complain because they've seen this person discipline themselves. Like when you discipline yourself that you want to be in school or at work by this particular time every day, and you do it, like people will no longer start associating you with someone that is unserious or someone that's not like straightforward, someone that there's not serious with their life. But when you clearly show that you are serious with your life and you're taking those things seriously, you people begin to like value you much more, and that's like how you able to attract that success and that confidence that you're aiming for. And the last thing here is consistency. Like this is what makes everything glue together and actually work, right? The more consistent you are are doing all these things put together, the much more easier and the much more faster you begin to see the result. But when you're not consistent at doing these things, you realize that you just be seeing like results in fragments, and sometimes results are not much, they're not very visible. But when you are consistent, and consistency is about doing things even when you don't feel like doing it. Like you have to do things even when you don't feel like doing it. You have to pay the sacrifice. You have to discipline yourself to be consistent. And there are times when you're going to not feel like it. Consistency is about stacking small wins. Like they say, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. If you look at it, like you realize that, oh, this mighty ocean is like little drops, but when you start dropping those tiny drops, it doesn't really make like significant change. But over time, you realize that, oh, this water is actually getting bigger. So that's what consistency does. It stacks those little efforts, those little things that you do every single day, stacks it up to something big. I'm pretty know what is happening. Like you've built that confidence. Like by the time you do something, let's say for instance, I remember when I started debating. I hated debating so much because it made me feel uncomfortable. Like imagine I am actually debating on something and I'm expected to win. I'm expected to speak so confidently enough. I'm expected to be so accurate, speak fast, say something, arrange my thoughts so well, like, and still deliver exceptionally. It was not easy. It was not easy. Like it made me feel tense a lot of times. But I had to consistently do it because I knew that there's no going out of this. Is either I get to that place where it becomes easier for me, or I don't even try. So a lot of persons get to that point where it becomes corrosive, and most people will not want to like move past that junction. So they just want to like be on that path that makes them feel comfortable. So when they come out and it doesn't feel comfortable, they just leave it. So they do it Monday. Next time they show up is next week Friday, or that's little things. While it looks like you're growing, but the next time you want to grow, you've already lost what you were able to accumulate in the last time. But when you do it over and over again, those little effort begin to stack up and begin to become part of you. So now when I look, I have to like continuously speak. Like I had to put myself in a challenge every single day. I was debating when I'm on the road. I'm picking up motions. I'm talking about them. I'm analyzing. I'm speaking. When I attend tournaments, even when most people are resting, I am watching debates videos online because I had to discipline myself and constantly do it over and over again to the point that when I enter into a debate round, I don't feel tensed anymore. It's actually something that becomes a fun for me because I've done it over time, that it became part of me. And I'm no longer feeling less confident about myself. I'm no longer feeling less confident about myself. I'm feeling more confident because one, I've built competence. One, I've disciplined myself to be consistent. And three, I've also been able to be clear. I had a clear picture of what I wanted. I was disciplined enough to keep myself down and do those things I need to do. And I had to be consistent with it. And over time, I built confidence in that area and I didn't have to struggle again. So next time when I show up, I don't show up as someone who's confused, someone who's trying to look for someone looking for someone to be nice to the person. I had rules, I had respect and regard for myself. And every other person began to do the same for me. And here's one big thing that I want you to understand. And this is probably going to be like your best takeaway from this video. You are never going to feel ready. There's never going to be a time when everything is perfect, is clear perfect. If I waited until I graduated from school to start speaking, I probably would have still been making my mistakes now, but because I made those mistakes early, I made those mistakes those times. Like I tried and failed to now that I'm no longer failing the kind of failure that I would have done before. I'm making new mistakes now, new mistakes are that give me a clearer path, right? I'm a better person now and I'm a better speaker now that if I had started if I hadn't started when I started, I probably would still be struggling now, right? So you are never going to feel ready. There's no such thing as a perfect time. You only create that perfect time. And the perfect time for you to start is now, is when you're watching this video, is when you're thinking it, is when you're facing that struggle. Another thing I would say is spend lesser time at highlighting your problems. Like spend more time highlighting the solution and visualizing it and intentionally making efforts to, come into that place where you have to like work to make that solution become a reality for you. Like most of us just spend so much amount of time highlighting the problem. I don't feel confident, I feel shy and all of the stuff. So reduce the amount of time that you use in spotlighting those challenges, those weaknesses, those struggles that you face, and spend that time in spotlighting the solution and working towards the solution, and working towards achieving those things that you are scared of, and putting yourself in a place where you're feeling uncomfortable to actually do the things that you want to do. And just start. Do it scared, do it not ready, do it not prepared, do it, just do it. Like, just do it. Do it when you don't feel like. Just go out there and actually do what really matters. And know this, it's not a personal trait, it's not a trait, it's something you're born with. It's confidence is actually something that you build. And if I can, they can, then you too can build confidence. And do not forget these four C's. One is clarity, two is competence, fourth is discipline, last but not least is consistency that ties up every single thing. Guys, this is it for today's episode. I would love to see you guys in the next video. But before you leave, I like to do three things for me. Please kindly like this video. Yes, please like this video because it shows me that actually this video is adding value to someone's life. And please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can continuously show you this video and be on your screens. And also, if you want me to talk about something that is very peculiar to you, my DMs are always open. You can send me a message on my Instagram account, or a message on my TikTok account, or my Facebook account. Like, they are open, and just feel free to send a message across, and I'll get to connect with you. Share your story with us, and we can talk about that in the next episode. And also, do not forget to share this video to someone who needs to hear this video. And if you need to save this video to watch it later, I recommend that you do save this video. And till I come again, my name is Ugochukwu, and I am happy to be your host. Don't forget to keep preaching the word of Unlearn Us podcast. I'll see you guys in this video. Bye.